and welcome back to yet another episode of the Plague Doctor Stories. As always, I'm your host, the Plague Doctor. Today's story is The Midnight Caller. Every night at the stroke of midnight, a phone would ring in Mary's house. No matter how many times she unplugged it or silenced the ringer, the persistent sound echoed through the silent halls, a haunting melody that filled Mary with dread. At first, Mary dismissed the calls as a prank or a glitch of the phone line, but as the nights wore on, the calls became more frequent, more insistent, until they seemed to consume her ever-waking moment. Unable to ignore the ominous ringing any longer, Mary finally answered the phone one fateful night. Silence greeted her on the other end, broken only by the sound of her own shaky breath. "Hello?" she whispered into the receiver, her voice trembling with fear. Suddenly, a faint whisper echoed through the line, barely audible, yet unmistakably chilling. It breathed, a voice from beyond the grave, a voice she knew that she could not recognize, yet inexplicably was drawn to. Heart pounding, Mary slammed down the receiver, her hands trembling with a mixture of terror and disbelief. She told herself it was just her imagination, a trick of the mind brought on by sleepless nights and frayed nerves. But the calls persisted, each one more unnerving than the last. Shadows danced in the corners of Mary's vision, whispering secrets that she could not comprehend. Doors creaked open on their own, revealing nothing but darkness beyond. Desperate for answers, Mary sought the help of a local medium, hoping to uncover the source of the mysterious calls. Together, they conducted a seance, their hands grasped tightly around a flickering candle as they called out to the spirits that dwelled in the darkness. At first, there was only silence, an oppressive weight of the unknown pressing down upon them. But then a voice whispered through either yet faint but unmistakable silence. It was the voice of a woman, a voice filled with sorrow and longing. Through the medium, Mary learned of the tragic fate of those that had previously lived in this house. The occupants were a family torn apart by betrayal and greed. It was said that the spirit of the family's youngest daughter, Emily, lingered in the house, her relentless soul unable to find peace in the afterlife. Determined to help Emily find closure she sought, Mary delved deeper into the mysterious, uncovering long buried secrets that have been hidden for generations. With each revelation, the calls grew louder and more urgent, as though Emily's spirit was reaching out from beyond the grave, begging for release. On the anniversary of Emily's death, as midnight approached and the phone began ringing once more, Mary stood before an old rotary phone, her hands trembling as she lifted the receiver to her ear. "Emily?" she whispered into the darkness, her voice barely audible above the din of the ringing. And then, as if in response, a soft voice whispered her name, a voice filled with sorrow and longing, a voice that seemed to echo from the depths of the unknown. Tears streamed down her face. Mary reached out to the spirit of Emily, offering her forgiveness and solace in the hope that she could find peace in the afterlife. As the clock struck midnight, the phone fell silent, the ringing replaced by soft sound of a gentle breeze, carrying with it a whisper of a final goodbye. Thank you for stopping by, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, I'm the Plague Doctor, and I very much appreciate you taking the time out of your night to come and listen to these frights. Till next time, the Plague Doctor Stories.